What's in your wallet?
I'm so old.
I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 explosive hot dog carts.
Ritualistic blood magic.
Laser shooting chesty statues.
Don't watch movies unless we tell you to. Welcome to Movies with My Best Friend Phil, a movie podcast for... Well, actually, Will, it's kind of...
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind turning on a light? It's a little... I can't see anything. It's a little dark.
Well, you need to open your eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just thought that makes so much more sense. I thought it was just...
Again.
It was dark for some reason.
Okay.
And I got confused.
Yeah,
so.
no, I understand.
But that's me. I'm Phil Kessel. I get confused between my eyes being closed and the world being dark. The city being dark, rather. Joined as always by two of my best buddies, two of my guys, two of my broheems. Craig Norland.
Yes. Hello.
Great guy.
Am I?
Love that guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Have you met me?
Twice, at least.
At least.
Will Jodas.
What? Yes. What?
No, I need
what?
What do you want?
No. I need happy energy. I need vibes from you.
From me?
Vibes.
Okay, let me try again.
Yeah, Will Jodas.
What? Oh, that was
That
worse.
is primo Will Jodas right there. Angry at Phil because Phil's being annoying and making it seem like Will's being unreasonable, but really Phil's being an asshole.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
that was
primo Will.
That was a dynamic a lot of people had with me.
Yeah.
Which was, let's make Will feel insane so that he goes insane and then we can laugh at him.
Yeah.
You're the bad guy for getting mad when I annoy the shit out of you.
Yeah. That was like my life. That was... Never mind.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
I was
Will.
a person who was doing it to you.
That was. It was fine. It was fine. I took myself a little too seriously. In your defense, I suppose.
I didn't take myself seriously enough.
Yeah.
In your defense.
That's true.
We talk a lot about young male friendships on this podcast because we were all young males who were friends with each other.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
It is rough. At least it was rough for us. I felt like it was, I think we were like right at a really awkward point because like we were all like aware of like how we should be behaving. Like we should be nice and kind to each other, but we also like really just wanted to be mean to each other.
Yeah. Well,
and then we were also embarrassed constantly by everything. So we just like made fun of each other all the time. And then we had access to the internet. So we knew exactly how to make fun of everybody all the time.
Yeah, everyone just made everyone feel like shit all the time.
Feel bad.
That's why we feel good now, right?
Yeah, that's why we're so well balanced and well adjusted right now. It is it still, I guess, Will, your kids might be too young.
Yeah, they might be.
Craig, have you noticed, is this still a thing? I feel like it's still a thing. It's still a thing with like the adults in like people I know who have kids where like, I was just with my family this weekend.
Really?
And
you have one of those?
I do.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And I dipped right back into like, I'm going to be mean to Steve and Joe. Like because that's how I show my love and affection for them. I also was nice and said nice things to them, but I also was mean to them in like a teasy way, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I dipped straight back into that without even like a second thought.
No.
And Charlie, my nephew, is there, and I'm like, now I'm thinking, oh, I'm just teaching him that's the proper way to relate.
Yeah, there is something
bad
to be said about like hanging out with your siblings again. Because if you want to see me turn into the worst person you've ever met, watch Mike and I play a board game together.
I've been around you when you're playing a board game in general. So can it get worse than that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but there's something about the way Mike plays, where he is just really good at it.
I hate that.
That makes me furious whenever we play. Oh, look, there's some music playing. It's my neighbor. He's got I don't know if people can hear that, but my neighbor's got a motorcycle And he, instead of, I don't know, wearing headphones, he just blasts music as loud as he can.
I have found that's most motorcycles.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, I'm kind of annoyed by it. But now I'm like, that's just my neighbor.
That's just life.
That's just him.
I don't know if I want motorcyclists wearing headphones, I guess.
Yeah, they need to
So
hear.
it seems like then they can't hear
yeah.
But
the
I guess
world
they
around them.
can't
But I guess
hear
if they're
also,
if they're blasting
music, you still can't really hear it.
it's a catch-22 because you have to be
blasting. You have to be listening
blasting
to some
somewhere.
music because
You
you
got to be blasting.
You can't just be listening to the thoughts in your head doing something that is
Don't-
truly insane.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
That's not okay, Will.
I had to mow the lawn and my earbuds weren't charged, so I just sat on the front porch and waited for them to be charged. Before
As you should have.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
I gotta
proper way
say,
to do it.
That's probably
Because I was like, "There's no way I'm raw dogging this."
It's not. Thank you for using the correct terminology.
Yeah, you're welcome.
For this day and age. Yeah. Don't think your
Phil,
thoughts out loud.
You were gonna ask me something, and then you went off on like 5 tangents.
Oh yeah, there was.
Was it about if I treat my siblings badly? Also,
No. Well, first of all, you just got to get used to that, Craig. We've been friends for like 30 years.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go off on tangents.
Oh yeah.
I have probably undiagnosed something. No, I was gonna ask because your kids are a little older than Will's.
Oh, that's right.
With their like friends and stuff, do you see them teasing each other in the way that we used to? Or are they not quite old enough? Because I feel like it was like middle school and older.
That's a middle school thing.
Yeah.
No, when they're mean to each other, they're just being assholes.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
just them being kids who don't know what empathy means.
Right.
Yeah. Or they just they can't. Yeah, you're right. It is. I just remember being that age and just being like, I'm gonna punch my best friend in the mouth.
Yeah.
Because I'm so annoyed with the fact that I didn't get to do the thing, whatever that thing was,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. Because, I do wonder, I should ask my nephew, who is a 20-year-old young man, like if his friends were teasing like that.
Yeah.
It's curious to know. Because I do know that like my mom was a teacher and she was sort of like, she taught like basically when I left school. Up until like, maybe 5 years ago. And she was like, she is a boomer. So she would always say things like, I kind of feel like bullying needs to come back, which I'm like, okay, mom. But,
Oh dear.
yeah. But she was just saying that like so many kids like don't have enough self-awareness. And like, she's like, there needs to be a healthy dose of shame. And I'm like, I don't agree with that, but I also kind of understand what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
I know.
I don't think that's the solution, but I know what you're
So maybe there isn't, well, I don't know if there isn't enough bullying, but maybe, because I just was like, yeah, but like, maybe that's because you were kind of a bully mom, because that's how you were raised. So you want to bully these kids, but that's actually the wrong impulse. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you should probably just let these non-adult humans like be bad at being a human for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Let the world crush them later.
Yeah, or just understand that like their brain doesn't work right. Like that's the hardest thing about having kids.
Yeah.
Is like I'll like, this is Jack to T, is I'll be like, don't put your finger in that. Don't put your finger in that. Don't put your finger in that. Why'd you put your finger in that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, buddy, I asked you, stop moving right this second. Okay, never mind. Just never mind.
Yeah.
We're going to hose you off. It's fine. Because they have no control. And then, and Jack will do it and he'll look at me and he'll be like, and I'll be like, yeah, I know, bud. I don't know why you did that either. And he goes, I didn't like that. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I told you wouldn't.
I told you wouldn't.
Oh, man.
I tried to stop it.
Will it ever not be weird
What do you mean?
existing?
Oh, no. No.
It's just,
no.
there's nothing normal about it, it feels like.
Yeah, I think honestly, we just know too much. Like, we are aware of too much. Yeah. There are too many things going on. Everything feels like it's happening to you because our brain, like, I've been thinking about this, like, humans can't see the curvature of the earth. And I feel like that's by design. Like, and
Well, yeah, it's because it's flat. It's by God's design, it's flat.
God.
But like we can't see the curvature of the earth, and like so we just cannot. Because like the second you start talking to somebody else about like a big concept, you just like you can't really. You're just like, oh yeah, I just have to like assume that it's true. You know what I mean? You have to at some point assume that it's true because you can't. Well, you can see the curvature of the earth, but some other metaphor that actually works.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, and so like when you like talk about, it's like I don't know if you guys have this side of TikTok, but like there's like this side of TikToks where Europeans are like complaining about Americans, and then like Americans complain about Europeans.
Oh no, this sounds fun.
And it's always like the Europeans are like, can you believe that Americans don't have passports? Like none of them have passports. They don't travel the world. What's wrong with them? And then there'll be like a guy who's like, yeah, European living in America. Yeah, it's because their country's huge.
Yeah.
Like it's so huge.
The states are country-sized.
And like if you want to go to see the mountains, they're right there. They're over there. And if you want to go to the like white sandy beach, they're just right down. You know what I mean? You just go there. You can do it all in the country. You don't need to go to different countries, you know? But it's because, and I think, and it's because we have the internet now that the world used to be this big, vast place, and you just go like, oh, I don't know what's going on over there. There's no way for me to know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I know what's going on over there, so I know how it all works. And I'm like, and everyone's like tricking themselves into thinking they can hold it all in their head at once, and they just can't. So,
that's why you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it like soup.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you just
an ingredient will float past you at some point, but you got the broth kind of holding it all together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, I think the only way to exist is to spend your entire life kind of just saying like, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah, but that's a scary way to live.
You're telling me?
Yeah, exactly. Because
I'm terrified all the time.
Because then you're like, because you want to know, you want to be on solid ground, so you just have to constantly say, well, I don't know how that works, so I just got to assume that it works.
Got to be on soupy ground.
And then you're like, oh, I am at a ball. It still doesn't work. You know what I mean?
You're holding soup, but you're also standing on soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's soup all the way down.
Yeah. All the way down.
Okay.
And you're holding a bowl of soup.
And you're made of
all
soup.
the way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're holding soup. You're made of soup. You're standing on soup. That soup is in a bowl made of soup, held by another person made of soup, standing in another bowl of soup.
We may have lost the plot.
So, can you also hold soup in a wallet?
That's right. It's the time where we reach deep into our best friend's pants and whip out some recommendations. It's what's in your wallet.
Guess it depends on the wallet.
Yeah.
hey, Phil talked a lot, and so did I. Craig, what's in your wallet?
Hi. In my wallet is
soup.
Yes, it's soup. It's literally
what kind
soup.
of soup? What kind of soup are you?
I like Campbell's Chunky, like the lower sodium. That's like jambalaya or like something like that.
Ooh,
I like
yeah.
I like to call them the fancy.
Yeah.
The fancy flavors.
The ones where the label is black because men. It's
no, it's not
for
that
men.
one. I said lower sodium.
Tactical soup. Oh yeah.
Tactical soup.
Two times the
soup
sodium.
gets you swole. 10 times the protein. Extra is just chicken.
Okay,
extra tea.
You guys are making my what's in your wallet about soup, so we're gonna stop this right now.
I'm making everything about soup tonight, baby.
Hey. Our household got really into K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, I've heard that was good.
I have heard so many good things about this.
It's extremely good.
I've heard the song. Is it Golden?
Yes.
That plays at work sometimes.
Yeah,
it's on our playlist.
It's a bop, as they call it.
It is a bop.
It's what got me hooked, because a friend of mine was just like, "Oh, you have to," and I'd heard about the movie, but it's on Netflix. We did go. Jonas and I went with his friend and their mom to see it in theaters because they had a sing-along version in theaters just for this weekend. It's the #1 Netflix movie of all time now, just past whatever stupid movie was before that.
I mean, I was going to say Netflix isn't really doing great in the movie department anyways.
No.
So,
and
was it the Scarlet Letter?
I wish. Like,
the animation's really cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a Sony Pictures animation, so
Yeah.
it's same people who did Spider-Verse.
Okay.
A lot of those people came over and did this.
Rad.
I mean, it made another 18-20 million just on one weekend and not even in a wide release.
Dang.
So it's got great songs. The plot's really good. It's not the strongest plot ever, but the music and the animation style, it's very funny. It's just, at this point, it's a comfort watch. The kids have watched it probably like 5 or 6 times. Veronica's watched it 4 or 5. I'm probably about that, around that range. I'm usually doing stuff, so I'll just poke and I'm like, oh, it's golden on. Oh, is this sound? Oh, yeah. I like this song. Oh, what's going on? I'll do the dad thing where I'm just standing there with my hands on my hip.
Oh, now who's this guy?
Who's this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Why aren't they kissing?
Why are they kissing?
Why are they kissing? No. So, definitely check this out. I think your kids would like it.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, "Oh, Jack, do you want to check that out?" And he's like, "No, I want to watch How to Train Your Dragon." And I was like, that's okay too."
You're like, yeah, that's for boys. So
yeah, I know.
Training dragons for boys.
I know. I try to avoid doing anything close to that, but Jack is like such a boy. Sometimes it is.
You're trying your best. You're like, no, it's okay to play with dolls. Like, I hate dolls. Those are for girls. You're like,
I'm gonna go tactically park my Hot Wheels.
Back it up.
For real though. Like sometimes he's pretty good at not being that way. Like he still likes the color pink because like Minnie Mouse used to be his favorite.
Oh,
but yeah, no, he's still like we turned on My Little Pony because he saw it and he was like, "Oh, horses, this looks fun." And we watched one episode and he's like, "Yeah, no." I'm like,
is this going to be the reverse of that stereotype where like the real manly man father has the weak effeminate son? In this case, your son's going to be father. Like, and he's going to be the quarterback, the alpha male.
No, I just don't want him to get siloed into like, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, sort of like.
Boys get stupider to get more penis. Is that the rhyme?
Jupiter.
What?
Yeah, what? Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupid.
That's it.
That was it. Yeah, no, I just like, you know what I mean? Like I want to put in a healthy dose of like, girls are cool too. Girls are cool. Mm-hmm. But there is a little bit of like, I don't want to be the girl. I'm like, no, be the girl.
Peter just doesn't talk. I don't think he knows girls exist.
Oh.
I was like, Pete, like, do you know who this person? No. I'm like, do you know any of the girls in your class? No.
Oh,
like,
see, Jack is friends with all the girls.
And that's Jonas.
Yeah.
He is extremely popular with the girls.
All right. Good
I know.
Little
Jonas has got it going on. He's he's got his best friend and he just brought a little worksheet and they were supposed to pass it around and it's all compliments that you're giving each other.
Aww.
And the one said, "You are very beautiful," and it was from his best friend Ava. So
that's really sweet.
Yeah, Jack's problem with friends right now is that he won't go up and make a friend.
Yeah,
he needs them to come to him, but like for whatever reason, it's just not happening. No one's, because that's a rare thing to have somebody come up to you and go like, "Hey, you're my friend now." You know what I mean? I get the younger you are, the more it's likely to happen, but.
Well, Benji thinks that your kids are his best friends.
Well, that's perfect then.
Yep.
Because Sean needs friends too.
Oh.
Yeah, because Sean's friendly with everybody, but his best friend is Jack.
Yeah.
And it's sort of that can't be it can be your best friend, but it's a different kind of best friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. You need other buddies.
Yeah. When he says our friends, he just means Jack and Sean.
Really? That's so
our
cute.
Our friends.
So anyway, so that's what's in your wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
I'll put it on the list.
Right now we're a little Star Wars obsessed so like when Jack was home for school.
I'm also watching Andor.
Oh, I need
Season 2.
I need to watch that.
Same.
I've totally dropped off TV and Star Wars because so many people like the Star Wars fandom is like,
oh, it's awful. It makes me feel bad.
It's a horrible place to be. And then and then you start talking to people and you like have to like gauge what kind of Star Wars fan they are, and then people find out that you're a Star Wars fan and they want to talk to you about Star Wars. And I'm like, are you going to talk to me about Star Wars? Are you going to talk at me about Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
and then eventually I find out that then I just start talking at people about Star Wars because I end up getting too passionate about it. And then people are kind of going like, oh, wow, yeah. And I'm like, let's just not talk. Can't talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do
it.
It's
one of those topics. It's abortion and Star Wars.
Really?
People get too excited
I am
or
way
upset.
more comfortable talking about abortion than I am Star Wars.
Okay, so because we've all done this, when you realize that you're talking at someone,
Oh yeah, it's the
are
worst.
you able to, once you realize it, are you able to stop?
Not yeah. Usually,
Are you able to? Do you have to commit? You're just like, all right,
No.
this is what's happening.
I've
I
never
s-
talked at anyone.
Oh.
I'm always perfect.
Okay, Phil. I slam the brakes so hard I make it worse. Like
Yeah.
Do you call it? You're like, oh wow, I'm being an asshole.
I'm
right
like,
now.
I'm talking at you, and they're like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. This
Yeah.
is the worst thing I've ever done. And then I just leave the room.
I'm worse than
Awesome.
Anakin.
Yeah, God, I hate that guy. Anywho, Phil, what's in your wallet?
Yeah. So I've been listening to a podcast. It is called Heart Starts Pounding.
Oh yeah,
It's not sexual.
I think
just 'cause
you
it
turned
says
me
the
on to
words,
this one.
Don't say turn me on. I'm trying to convince him it's
Okay,
not sexual.
sorry. I mean, you do turn me on though.
With this one.
With this one,
Okay.
sexually.
Heart Starts Pounding. It's a podcast. She just talks about like creepy historical stuff
Oh.
and
Oh,
just
that kind
creepy
of heart
weird
starts
stuff.
pounding. Okay. I was like, is this an exercise thing? What could this be?
No. So I sent Craig an episode on a bunch of Disney stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She had an episode that was just about like a bunch of Disney, like a few Disney legends that were like creepy. So everyone always talks about like the nobody's ever died in Disneyland because they rush you off the property and then declare you dead.
Declare you dead.
Which is not true.
Which
at
is
all.
not true.
Yeah. But also, like, you don't get declared dead either on site, anyways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll get declared dead on arrival at the hospital.
Yeah,
I think.
at the
I don't
hospital.
think they declare you dead.
No, that's such a weird thing. It's like you get to.
Hey, everyone, this guy's dead.
You need a doctor to declare somebody dead. It needs to be a trained professional. So, anyways.
It can't be Mickey Mouse.
It
in the
can't be
costume.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh,
We
gosh, there, Mickey. Are you sure?
Oh, his brain's out.
Anywho.
Man. Oh, I killed him.
Oh, boy.
Not again.
Oh man. So there's like 130 episodes. I've listened to all of them.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
So I've been listening to it on the way to work
Yeah.
and on the way home from work.
Yeah.
And most days at work in the office, I'll have it playing
Yeah.
in an earphone. And then when I'm at home, I'll just have it playing on my phone out loud like most of the day. So I kind of just churned through a lot of episodes. There's a few in there that I skipped that were like, boy, I'm really not into this topic.
Yeah. I found that like I do the same thing. And there are some podcasts that are just like built for it for whatever reason, where you don't need to be listening 100%.
That's what I love about
Yeah.
creepy story podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to be listening more than like 35%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you want to like learn the history about an event. But mostly you just need to hear like every third word, because every third word is like knife, blood,
Yeah.
stab, missing.
I
And you're
find
like,
that
ooh,
with-
this is creepy. I like
Yeah.
it.
That's how why I like actual play podcasts where people play D&D, because like
Oh, see, I have to pay attention to all of it.
see now, like I find like a lot of them is them goofing around. So
I
like
have to pay attention
you
to the
don't
goofs
always
so I
have
know
to
how to
really-
goof better.
Okay. And then the other half is them playing by
Why do you think
like,
I'm so funny?
is like okay. Is rule arguing, which I just zone out for every time anyways, because I don't play half these games and I don't care about that kind of stuff. So I end up zoning
Fair.
out on that. And so like I oftentimes will be like, I can't quite like, and then they do a recap of what happened that was important at the beginning of every single episode. So I just make sure I pay attention to that part. and I'm good.
You get to the next episode. Oh, that's what
they were
doing.
talking about. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
So the episode I listened to was the mysterious death of Cindy James.
Hmm.
That's the one where she's hogtied. They find her hogtied in, it's like British Columbia. She'd been harassed for like 7
Oh,
years.
Yeah.
That one's really messed up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's like a recent one, right?
That's a recent
yeah,
one.
yeah. I just listened to that like yesterday.
What is the tone of the show? Is it done with like a lot of reverence or?
it's not one of those, because I know there's a lot of like murder podcasts where they're just like, haha, check this out.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that we listen to, I feel like for the most part, they talk a lot about the person themselves. So
Yeah.
it's just not like, and then the victim got brutally murdered. Who cares about them?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the murderer.
Yeah.
So they do a good job with this.
Yeah. It's definitely not like, I feel like it's not focused on the person who killed the people. It's focused on the people who got killed a little bit more.
I find that, I think I've talked about this before, but like when I first started into podcasts, I like did what everybody did, which was just go to Murder Town right away.
Yeah.
Just like all these murder podcasts.
I thought Murder Town was the name of a podcast.
No.
It's gotta be though, right?
No, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But then I just like immediately was like, oh, you know what? I actually can't do this anymore. But the only podcast I could do is Last Podcast on the Left, because they do focus on the murderer usually, but they roast them. Do you know what I mean? Like they spend the entire time, because the ones I was
like that.
Yeah, the ones I was listening before have been like, you know, and then this evil monster of a man came in. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like glorifying how cool the villain is in a weird way by like playing up how scary it is. Whereas they're like, no, he was a dork who couldn't get a boner anymore. And he was mad about it, you know, like, and like, that's how they talk about it. And to me, I'm like, oh yeah, because that's actually who they were. If you look at the videos, they're the weirdos.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that sounds interesting.
But it does have the sin of most podcasts nowadays, where some of the episodes are really short, and like half the runtime is just commercials.
Yeah,
it's a lot of them.
I will say that is like the biggest sin against this one. It might be the most ad-filled podcast that I listen to.
Oof.
Yeah.
It is rough because there's ads at the front, then there's ads in the middle, and it's like a full couple of minutes each time, and it's like
it really derails the whole like narrative too.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. How long are they?
The episodes?
Yeah,
they'll range from like a half hour to like a little tiny bit over an hour.
Okay. So that's pretty short for a mid break, because most podcasts I listen to have like a mid break of ad break or whatever, but usually it's like hour one, they come back for hour two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my wallet, thanks for asking.
Well, you didn't really give us a chance.
That's true. I just felt an awkward moment, and I needed to fill it with something, and I didn't know what else to say about your thing, so I just jumped onto my thing.
Fair enough.
Pretty typical for me. I've been playing a video game, and it kind of, I know I'm playing a lot of video games, and I think I may have talked about it here, but it's called Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning.
Yes. You said Kingdom, and I was like, God damn it, we're going into a Kingdom Hearts segment.
No.
I have played a little bit of this game.
I'm pretty sure I have your old copy.
I think that's right.
Yeah. I don't know if you want it back, but I'm using it.
Nope.
Okay. So what I like about this game is that it feels like it's set up the same way, like kind of like Skyrim is, where it's like, oh, you got this big world, there's like factions, there's like a whole bunch of like large political stuff happening, you get tons and tons of side quests, but like the action is really fun, and
I do remember that being
you get a bunch of different weapons. But like, it's also just kind of bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a very mid-tier game. And what I like about that is that it's just, I just skip all the story beats. I don't know what's going on. I haven't a clue. I just follow the arrow and kill the rats on the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have fun doing that, upgrade my character. And like it's not so engaging that I have to I'm like on the edge of my seat. No, I don't want to. It's just like running around and like killing bad guys. And I don't know why. It was like, oh, this is exactly what I need right now. It's like, sometimes I just miss like playing, not just beat 'em ups, but just like playing chess or something. Not quite chess, maybe checkers, or maybe putting a puzzle together or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, I want that from a video game where it's a little bit more immersive. Where you just run around, you kill the bad guys, you talk to somebody who's like, fair maiden, blah, blah, blah. And you just kind of skip all the dialogue. And I'm like, which way to go? This way? Okay, see ya. bye. And then you just, kill some more bad guys and upgrade your house and things. And
I don't remember how far I got. I don't think I got far. I think the issue I had was I felt like I was playing forever, and then I had only gotten through like 1% of the game.
Oh, 100%. If you do the side quests, it'll take you year. I think the like average play time is like 100 hours. But but again, I don't care about the story, so I think like I'll probably maybe play it for another week and then I'll just let it drift away.
What the weapon system was really cool because there were a bunch of different weapons.
You got a bunch of different weapons.
What is your
So
go-to?
right now, this is one of those games I like because it's really easy to respec your character. So you can just like try on a whole different style if you want. So, but right now I'm doing what I normally don't do. I always end up playing games where I'm like a sneaky guy. And I'm like, I'm not going to be a sneaky guy.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of you.
Yeah, I guess I am.
You're just a sneaky guy.
I'm always sneaking around. But I'm doing a heavy. I'm playing a heavy character. I'm not dodging. I'm a panic dodger in most games. But this time I'm like, got the big kite shield and a big sword. And I wait for people to come to me, and then I smack them with a shield and hit them with a sword. Just a big bash bonk. You know what I mean?
Bish bosh.
Yeah. So
they have the circle things, right?
The chakras, chakrams or something like that.
That was
it's not chakra. That's wrong.
No, I think it's chakram. I was that guy.
Yeah.
I was using those, and then some kind of magic.
Yeah, no, those are really fun because they like go flying out and they go really far. That's probably what I'm going to go to when I start getting a little bored. Is I'm just going to respec my character for those.
I went that because I was also doing an opposite thing because I'm normally big shield, bish bonk, bash bonk.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't want to do was be
bish bosh bash bonk boy.
Is to be like a sneak thief. I always end up in these games playing sneak thieves, and I was like, when I heard that the game is super long, I'm like, okay, I cannot be sneaking around in 100-hour long game. I'm never going to do anything. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to take 200 hours.
It's going to take forever.
Half the speed.
So I'm just going to bash my way through things and skip all the cutscenes. So this isn't really a recommendation. I don't think anybody would want to play this, but because it's also a PlayStation 3 era game. So like, but it is weird playing a PlayStation 3 era game on the PlayStation 4 when the PlayStation 5 is out and thinking like, video games have changed so little compared to like, you know what I mean? Like growing up when like every time the new system came out, it just like blew your mind.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, this game doesn't look super, like it's not super graphically impressive, but it also is a game that the art style is very World of Warcraft. So it's very cartoony. So like it aged well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's just interesting to like play a game and be like, oh yeah, this game is really old. But I feel like if I was to pick it up, brand new version of this game, it would play the same, but it would just look a little different.
Yeah.
And maybe it would use the shoulder buttons for the swinging the sword as opposed to the face buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that would be the biggest difference. You know, the AI would be a little better. Et cetera, et cetera.
So like they did the Oblivion remaster it looks a lot better and it plays a little different.
Yeah, but it's almost exactly the same, right?
It's nearly identical.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like there's definitely, I mean, graphics wise, certainly there's a ceiling.
Yeah.
Especially for console, there's a ceiling for sure. And I feel like we're pretty much there.
Well, that's the thing.
I can't imagine it getting
that's
that
why
much.
I feel like the Switch was the sleeper hit of this. Not sleeper hit, but like the sort of sneaky hit. What is that, a sleeper hit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Of the console wars,
the sneak thief hit.
Because they were like, we don't care about graphics because that's not what makes games fun. And all the other consoles are like, make it look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Also more towers, climb up all the towers.
Everybody likes towers.
All the open world games are the same open world game. Ubisoft. Anyways,
they did do that.
Yeah, and then the Switch is like, hey, we're going to like not make all of the games the same and we're going to keep doing it. Then we'll just focus on making gameplay fun.
Yeah, except the Switch 2, they're like, oh, we're going to make everything 60 FPS now.
Oh yeah. Well, now they're trying to like, well, that's the weird thing that they're doing the Switch 2 thing. I wonder how that's going to, cuz it's selling well, is it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they only have 2 games.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not buying any more games on the Switch, really, because I know the Switch 2
Mm-hmm.
is there, and I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 yet because
The games aren't there.
the games aren't there, and none of the games that are there are the games that are going to be on sale.
Yeah.
Because I never pay full price for a video game. What am I, made of money? Meanwhile, I spend $60 on a dinner.
Yeah.
I did start playing a game that one of you probably has played, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this is the most fill game ever.
Oh, it's
I have
just D&D.
so many hours in that game.
Yeah.
Do you want to play with us?
Yeah, sure.
You could be the 4th person.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What are you playing on? Wait, is it?
Oh, I'm on the PC.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got a new rig, and so
How regularly are you guys playing?
I mean, we just started, so we only did day 2 yesterday. So
What character are you? What'd you make?
I'm just a regular fighter. I'm a tiefling.
Tiefling.
I
tiefling.
knew you'd be a fight. You're such a fighter.
I know. Well, that's what I asked him. I'm like, what? I can't really do any of the spells or anything like that. I've never been good with MP, so I like attack based stuff.
You like bonking stuff.
I like bonking stuff, and
Yeah.
so they're like,
Get
yeah,
some
just
2
do
attacks
that.
in there.
Yeah. So
Fighters are great.
it's
By the
taken
way.
it's taking some time.
Yeah.
I was trying to I went up to a kid. I'm like, I'm gonna save you from these harpies, and we almost all died because
Yep.
it was just
Yeah.
they were. I had no idea I was gonna start a battle. I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna help this kid, and everyone else is way over here, and all of a sudden,
I
I'm
remember
getting
exactly
fucking
that.
wrecked.
Yeah. Okay, 2 questions, and
Yeah.
then we should get to the movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
But number 1 question.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
forgot what
come
number
on,
1 question is.
Jeez
Number 2
Louise.
question. Do you have a Zach Palmer in your party? I.e., like a person who leaves the group and goes off and does their own thing, and then will eventually, every single time, call you for help because they've gotten into an accident.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he
All right.
just described himself as that
I
person.
just
Yeah.
did that.
Well, it was one off. I
James
didn't know
James
if,
and I are pretty similar with that. Tim knows what he's doing because he's played the game, and so he's
Yeah.
the one who's constantly frustrated by us being idiots.
Frank had already played the game, but he was also being a Zach.
Yeah.
Zach was just, no offense, Zach, if you're listening, you were absolutely the worst at it. I remember the other thing. It took us over a year to play through the whole thing, and we were playing pretty regularly. So, but we did every single
Yeah.
bit that we could do.
Mm-hmm.
So now
No, we
the
just
only thing,
Yeah.
the only thing I'll say,
okay.
if you have 3 people and not a 4th, you can at least swap out that 4th and do some like companion quests. Because
Yeah.
we couldn't do any of those things because we
Okay.
had all 4 slots filled. However, I will join you, and I will be something so annoying.
Okay.
It's gonna
That's
be
fine.
great.
No, right now our companion is that girl, just regular looking girl.
Shadowheart,
Yeah, Shadowheart.
rad.
Speaking of shadows, we watched
did
a
it.
movie that had a lot of them because we watched Dark City, which is a 1998 neo-noir science fiction film directed, co-written, and produced by Alex Proyas. It stars Rufus Sewell, William Hurt, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, Richard O'Brien, and Ian Richardson. It had a $27 million budget, and it made $27 million. So,
It broke even.
hey, good for them. It's the least American thing you can do.
Yep.
It was 100 minutes long. How do you think this movie is sitting on Rotten Tomatoes, Phil?
Oh God. Rotten Tomatoes is for critics.
Yes, that's right.
Critics score.
Yep.
It's gonna be 77.
Craig?
I'll say, I'll say 82.
Phil has it with 77.
Ah, See, you paused, and I'm like, he probably got it right on.
Yeah, I almost gasped.
Yeah.
It makes sense because this is a
Hello?
top tier movie for me now.
All right.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Audience score 85%. So I think
Okay, that's
Craig
fine.
was closer. Yeah, you said 82.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I did read some of the
Yes.
trivia on this, but this was Roger Ebert's favorite movie of
Really?
1998. Yes.
Nice.
There's every once in a while he just like champions a film.
Yeah,
'cause
a
it's
weird one.
Actually
Yeah.
weird and interesting.
Yeah.
And I think because apparently the death of cinema has been going on since the birth of cinema.
Oh, definitely.
That every once in a while
Yeah.
they're just like, you have to champion something that's unusual.
Yeah, it's like
Everything else is just
every
the
single
same.
Western is about how the West is dying, and
Yeah.
every movie critic has talks about how film is dying
Yeah.
because it's been dying since it started.
But I picked this movie.
Yes, you sure did.
This is one that I had seen, but it's been about 10 years. But I remember it's one of those that kind of like sticks in your brain.
Stick in your craw.
Stick in your craw. And I remembered the main beats of it, but I didn't remember everything. But all those feelings told me, like, this is a film movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is a film movie if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the opportunity to do it, so I shot my shot. How did I do, Phil?
Oh my God, you did great. This does happen quite often where you're like, you specifically, Craig, are like, I think you'll like this. And you send me something, a movie or whatever. And it is just like you have me so eerily dialed in sometimes that it's just like, yeah, I do like that. And this was one of those ones where we were watching and I was just like, where has this been? Where has my life needed this movie?
Yeah.
Before I turned 35. And we didn't get there.
Uh-huh.
I loved this.
Yeah. It is a warning to the plebes out there. This is a very strange movie.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not easy to digest.
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I feel like by the time you get to the weird, you've spent enough time in like kind of normal town.
Yeah.
It's not like it out of the gate is like, here's the strangest thing about this movie. It starts off and it just feels like a straight noir with like a little sci-fi edge,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then it slowly unravels the mystery, which is why I feel like I have to say that
Everything is spoilers.
yeah, I was about to say like we've left the milk carton
I feel like by saying it's
Overnight.
a sci-fi noir,
Yeah.
it's already spoiled
Yeah.
part of the movie.
for real. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we've left the carton of milk out on the counter overnight, and we've come down in the morning and we're
And we
sniffing
drank
it.
it again.
Yeah, and we're drinking it, and then we poop ourselves and go, you know what? I think that we're in spoiler town.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna spoil. There's no way to talk about this movie without talking about it to the end, because that's the whole fun of the movie is going, what on earth is happening here? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it is one of those movies that slowly but surely just like peels, and it's like you think you're watching a movie about a man? Zoom out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you have no idea what this is about.
So, Will, before you get to like just
Yeah.
plot things, what were your general feelings?
My general feelings were
General feelings?
Yes, and that's I played him in a play. No, I forgot. My general feelings were similar to Phil in the sense was like, how on earth have I never heard of or seen a single second of this movie? Like,
Yeah.
the fact that it also happened before The Matrix is so fascinating too, because it is so Matrix coded, to use a term that people use.
There are. I would love for us to, and I wanted to prep this before I got here and I forgot.
Yeah.
Just get a list of all of the movies that feel like they took a piece of this. Because it is so many.
This movie follows the same format that every Stephen Moffat episode of Doctor Who did, which was like you show up and you're in a hotel. Like the doctor's in a hotel and the doctor's like, how did I get in a hotel? And then you find out that not only is it not like a normal hotel, it's like nobody in the hotel is actually a person. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just keeps zooming back out and zooming back out, and but yeah, and so like I felt like I feel like I've seen this before, but I've seen this later. You know what I mean? Like I've seen this not as early as this.
And you won't be surprised to hear that they sold parts of the set to the Matrix.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Matrix even has part of this movie in it.
Yeah,
literally, physically. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this movie does seem a little cheaper than The Matrix. Like, how many years apart?
One.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This movie,
98 versus 99.
Yeah, 98 versus 99. It feels like there's more space between these two movies than that, especially considering just like the level of special effects in that Matrix in that Matrix movie, Matrix. I don't know.
Level of special effects in that Matrix movie.
In that Matrix movie. Yeah, this movie is interesting because it looks fake, and I don't think that's like a bad thing. Like I feel like Matrix was very much trying to feel grounded in reality, you know, where it's like you're walking around on the streets and the actual streets of New York, you know, or wherever they were. And then when they go inside the ship, everyone is like wearing just ratty clothes and stuff, and it's like real tangible like metal objects and things. But like this movie, everything is like a matte or a like a matte box drawing in the back, or models and things. So it has kind of a fakey kind of vibe to it. In a way,
but that kind of makes sense for the plot.
Yeah, no,
it's also something I enjoy. It felt very much like, what was that? The director that we watched a bunch of movies that I picked.
The French guy,
Amelie, and
John.
I'll look it up. It doesn't matter.
John Jones.
Jimmy Johns. Jimmy Johns. That's not the poacher guy.
So I thought it looked great because it looked very like strangely stylized, and it made the atmosphere of the movie stranger. And then you get to the end of the movie and you're like, oh, that makes even more sense. So now not only was it like an interesting stylistic choice for the movie, and it kind of hits, you get to the end of the movie and you're like, oh, there's a very, very plot specific reason that the city doesn't look quite right.
Yeah.
Because everything is extremely generic. It is generic city.
Yeah.
There's not even like businesses don't have names.
Yeah.
Everything is just like.
Everything is like if, somebody from another world was like, well, I'm going to design an Earth human city.
So yeah,
it kind of looks like that.
So to walk through the plot a little bit, we wake up. We don't wake up, but
we wake up.
Our main character wakes up like in a bathtub. He doesn't know who he is or where he is, or even like how he got there, and what he's walking into.
We do see his butt.
Which Phil squealed when he saw.
Always do.
But no, like, and everyone is just asleep where they are standing, basically, or where they were sitting.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they all wake up. And so like we discover that like somebody is after this our main character, and these like weird, creepy bald guys, right?
Like the same exact way in The Matrix, where he gets a call from somebody who tells him, you have to get out. There are people after you right now. And he does it, and you're like, wait a bit.
Yeah. And so he like he starts like kind of, moving through the world, and he's like, he meets his wife, but he doesn't remember his wife. And as he's going through, he's like discovers like, okay, wait, when was the last time anybody, saw the sun? Things like that. He's starting to unravel this mystery. And then also at the same time, there's also a detective who's kind of like coming after him for like being a serial murderer. Cause that was the other thing. When he woke up, there's a dead body next to him.
Yeah.
And like very, very, like very slowly and throughout the whole thing, you're also getting glimpses of these like men with like bald heads, white faces.
What are you trying to say?
A bunch of Phil Castles walking around.
Ouch.
Well,
I did open it up.
You did open it right up.
Like black trench coats.
Yeah. And they're like underground or something. And they have like superpowers, right? And our main character has discovered that he also has what they call tuning powers, which are basically just telekinesis.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I can't remember like beat for beat exactly what happens, but essentially it just becomes, it slowly unravels where he's like going like, wait a minute, when was the last time anybody even saw the sun? We're not going to sleep, you know? And then for whatever reason, at midnight, every night, everybody stops what they're doing and falls asleep, except for me because I can attune or whatever this is.
And one other person who has woken up, but not in the same way.
Yeah.
And it's driven them insane.
Yeah, it's driven him insane. And basically, you know, and so he starts following around this one doctor played by Kiefer Sutherland, who seems to be the only human or non-whatever they are working for them. And he basically says, like, nothing you think is true. Nothing is actually happening at all. And what they come to reveal is that every night these bald dudes have been going around and like swapping memories with people. So, and just to see what they're doing. So like the whole town will shut down. Everyone goes to sleep for like whatever amount of time, and they go and they take people and they swap them out and they give them different memories, and they like make a building bigger. They add it. They make somebody rich who was poor before.
They inception the whole city.
They inception the whole city, and they mess everything all around.
Man, so many things.
Yeah.
And only just so they can, because they're trying to figure out the human soul. No, they're trying to figure out what individuality is.
Yeah, in the human soul, because they don't have souls, I think.
Well, they have a hive mind.
Yeah.
So they don't have individuality. How they
souls.
feel is how everyone feels, right?
And they need to survive, so they need to learn.
And so they need to like learn, it's like, you know, it's just a very cool idea of like, oh yeah, what would be confusing about Earth? It's such a sci-fi premise to be like, the thing that makes us crazy and weird is what make everyone so interested in us. Like, you know, like this, like sort of like human beings are special flowers. You know, we're all so special.
Yeah.
So such an American science fiction idea.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
that's what I like about this. It is such a classic sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
Kind of thought process, and a little bit Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Because there's also that whole running thing of him like being like, what is the name of it's like Sandy Beaches or something like that?
Shell Beach,
where he's like he's trying to remember from his youth.
Yeah.
But
and
it's
he's
all
trying to get there, and
memories.
people he's like, do you guys know what Shell Beach is? And it's like, of course I know what Shell Beach is. And it's like, how do you get there? And everyone's like, well, you just no, wait a minute. And like no one can remember how to get there.
Somebody tells him to take a specific train.
Yeah.
And then that train stops before he gets there.
Yeah.
And then he asks the train guy, and the guy's like, oh, that's not this train. You got to go on the express, which doesn't seem to exist or something like that.
Yeah.
And so like there's no...
Or he sees it and it just never stops.
Yeah, it just doesn't... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Yeah, and so the detective eventually like joins in on him trying to figure out what's going on, you know, and so what we discover is that the reason why he doesn't remember anything is because they were in the middle of the process of giving him false memories of being a serial killer.
Yeah, tuning.
Yeah, they were tuning him to be a serial killer so that they could see how he would behave.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
Just small thing.
Yeah.
That's partly why they can't ever catch the serial killer, because they keep switching the memories into a different person. So it's a different person who's doing the killing, a different person who's the cop.
Yeah.
So like that's it. I just didn't think of that until right now.
This poor cop is just like running in circles. There's the motif of the whole movie. That's why the spiral.
The spiral keeps coming up. It's because they're like, and they don't understand. Like well, the other thing is they're creating an experience or an experiment to figure out what people would do in certain situations. But by putting them in a situation that they like, by putting them in this manufactured situation, they're basically guaranteeing they're never going to find out how people actually behave.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not a good.
It's not
experiment.
But that makes sense though when you think of like them not understanding, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So I wasn't saying it to like say it's like a plot hole or something.
No. It's a plot
positive
strength. Or
yeah. Anyways, so like, but the reason why he didn't have
plot hump.
Yeah, a plot hump.
Yeah.
So he was just about to be implanted with the memories of a serial killer or partially. He was like in the middle of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And he then tuned and knocked Kiefer Sutherland back, so he never got the full.
They don't ever explain why he has powers.
No,
just that like
it seemed like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like people were like Kiefer Sutherland was suggesting that humans were evolving.
Yeah.
To tune like these
creatures do. Yeah, and the way the powers work is it's the creatures have the ability to tap into this machine underneath the city that has all of the power.
Yeah.
Right? And so like he's able to use his powers because he's able to connect to the machine.
Yes, and that's why he can that makes sense because he can like makes a door.
Yeah, where there isn't a door.
A couple of times. And then he does a few other things where it's like, yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing. He's just
a lot of people suggested that it's because he woke up in the middle of his tuning.
Yeah.
And so it just messed up.
It just messed it up enough that, or whatever. It's not
important.
It's not important.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that part's not important, but it is fun to
to wonder.
It is fun to wonder and dwell on, which is something I really like about this movie is that like for it being such a small scope universe, like the universe just feels like I want to know more about what's going on.
Yeah. So
I want to, I say this so often on our show. I want a Dark City, the series, animatrix style of this universe before the events of this movie. Like different times other people maybe woke up in the middle of their tuning, or just a slice of life of like a person living their life and being like kind of sad because they feel like they were supposed to be doing something else. Right. Because they were on their last tuning.
Right.
Something like that. Like I would love that so much.
But I like that, sometimes not having all the answers makes it a lot more.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying, this is not a rebuttal of what you're saying.
Yeah, you think I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's what he said. I heard it.
But I think it's a more fulfilling and enjoyable experience when you find out that these aliens have these humans on what we find out is like a spaceship.
Station. Yeah, basically they're on a big space station.
Such a ridiculous, great ending.
Which is great. But we don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
At what point were they taken? Because like there are theories where they were taken or all these people are already dead, and
or something.
They're like in purgatory, and this is just purgatory. The lost thing, or these are people taken out of time, and that's. Everything's a little confused.
Or they were all abducted or something.
Or it's just a bunch of people who were abducted. And it's like, again, you can think about it. It's fun to think about. You don't need the answer.
Yeah.
It's much more interesting if you don't have the answer.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it's a little terrifying when you think about the whole thing.
Yeah.
People just being captured and then forced to relive.
Yeah. Well, the thing that
without even realizing it, but you get like, it seemed like everyone got like bits of the like sadness of like, I'm not living the correct
I'm not doing
life.
the right
I'm not
thing.
Something feels wrong about this. Everything is great, but something feels wrong about this.
Well, it was just like even like it was interesting because like so he has this Jennifer Connelly plays the main character's wife, and like they basically the movie tells you that they had broken up. Or not broken up, but he had left because he discovered that she cheated on him or something like that. And then they kind of come back together. And while all of this happening, he suddenly realizes, he's like, we may have never, that might have been, when I came over the other day, may have been the first time we ever even met. Like these memories of us being together might not be real at all. You know what I mean? It's just like this whole idea of them. And then they did the most human thing ever, which was instead of saying like, oh, okay, I guess we feel nothing for each other. They just were like, actually, no, but we still do love each other. Even though it's fake.
Yeah.
That to me was like, I'm like, this is the most Kingdom Hearts thing I've ever seen.
These memories aren't real, but they're real.
Yeah, that's where Sora's like, Namine, you've destroyed my heart and all of my memories and made me think you're my friend, but you are my friend. And it's just like, no, Sora, whatever.
It is exactly like Sora. No, keep going. It's exactly like Sora and Namine.
He does that. You didn't play that game. It doesn't matter.
But I was reading too about it goes through, it's either a philosophical argument or just like a thought experiment called Last Thursday, where we could all be part of a world that was created last Thursday.
Yeah.
With implanted memories, but we never know.
You'd never know.
Test
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah. There's no way to prove it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, unless you figure out how to tune and then like.
Yeah. Unless you wake up in the middle of tuning. You wake up Wednesday night.
Or somebody just says something as simple as, hey, when was the last time you saw the sun?
You go, oh.
Which to me was kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's like, but I think like the reason why people don't ask those things is because every night they're like reset. So they're not able to like fully realize that it's happening, that they're missing the daytime of these things.
I didn't remember that Richard O'Brien was
my uncle?
Yes, your uncle.
My uncle's name is Richard O'Brien.
Richard O'Brien was like the main bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also, was he Riff Raff?
He was.
Yes.
Yes.
Riff Raff. Yeah.
I was, while we were watching it, I was like, I almost said, holy shit, that's Riff Raff. And then I went, if I'm wrong, I can't be wrong. And then I forgot to look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess he was just entertaining like the kids who played the creepy kid.
Yeah.
Was played by brother and sister, and they loved Rocky Horror Picture Show. And so they were just like, he was telling them all these anecdotes about it. And
nice.
So I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That is Riff Raff, isn't it? So it took me a second, but yeah, the ending is pretty bananas.
Yeah. So the movie ends with a showdown between Mr. Head, I want to say.
Yeah,
like they all have funny names like Mr. Head or Mr. Tuesday or Mr. South. All the bad guys, that is. All the white-headed bad guys. So the main character there was this moment that I really liked. So the whole time Kiefer Sutherland's character is sort of like, he's like, oh man, what is the name of Dracula's dude?
Renfield.
Renfield, yeah. So he's sort of like a Renfield type character where he's like, well, Renfield also was like insane and wanted to work for him, but it doesn't matter. He's less insane, but he at the very end, he's supposed to destroy the main character's brain, but
like inserting him into the hive mind.
Yeah, by inserting him into the hive mind. But instead, what he does is he gives him his memories again, but inserts himself into the memories.
Basically, like a YouTube tutorial on how.
But he makes it so that he's been training. So he makes it so he's been training for this moment his entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
like the Matrix.
Like the Matrix.
Oh, God.
Basically, when he stood up, I was like, I know Kung Fu. I think.
Yeah.
Because it was like very much that moment. And I was like, that's cool. That's almost cooler than the way the Matrix does it, which is just like, oh, it's been downloaded into your brain. But it's cooler to be like, we went back in time because these are false memories anyways. And I inserted myself as like your lifelong mentor in your family, which is kind of funny too.
And then you're seeing the memories with him in them instead.
Him
like,
in them.
Oh, this is great.
You know, like he's the mailman when he's a kid, and then like he's like a teacher later on in life. Which I thought was like, that's a cool idea. But yeah, and then it culminates in like, this is where I feel like the movie could never rise to the heights of The Matrix, because when there's like a big showdown and it's just basically brain blasts,
like tuning to each other.
So it's like the main character's just standing there and like sort of like pointing his forehead menacingly at the other guy, and there's like visual effects that don't look great because it's the 90s. And it just is sort of, I'm like, this fight could have been like an actual something. But it sort of isn't.
But they hadn't built it up to where it could be anything but that.
But that, and it's also...
It would have been sick if it was made now.
Yeah.
And they could have like... they would have moved like the city around each other and like...
Or even, to me, what I feel like would have been more fun is to do more memory stuff. Like fight each other in memories. And like go in and be inside each other's memories and just destroy them from the inside out. You don't need a ton of effects to do that anyways. True. You know? And so like that could have been more of online with the noir aspect. You know what I mean? Like, or just ended it immediately. You know, just like shoot it.
But they'd have to be in the memories of the alien, and that would have revealed too much.
Yeah, well that's you know, they could have given him like, because that was the other thing, giving the hive mind memories like destroys their brains, because that one guy took on his memories, John's memories, the main character, and it Riffraff did, and that's what made him like a crazy person.
Yeah, he gets real weird.
Yeah, he gets real weird because
he turns into an actual serial killer
because he can't handle the memories, and he like knew that going in, like it's gonna make me crazy, but it's the only way, you know.
Yeah, they were trying to find him.
Yeah,
find our guy
John, which I just now remembered is his name because it's
yeah.
But yeah, no, and then the movie ends and like
he gets like all the powers.
He gets all the like all the bad guys are gone, and then he is now God, and then he like goes over to Jennifer Connelly, who doesn't remember him, and he's like, you know, it's implied that they're going to start a relationship, and I was sort of like, kind of don't want them to, because he's like, he's got God powers, and he's probably going to use them for good.
Yeah,
but also
he didn't walk away. Shell Beach.
Yeah, he did create Shell Beach.
Didn't he walk away from her?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so maybe not. Maybe not.
I was concerned that it was going to go that way, and then I felt like it didn't go that way because he walked away from her.
Yeah,
but
maybe that's true.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, he brings the sun out.
Yeah, he brought the sun out, and he because that was the other thing, is the bad guys didn't like the sun.
Yeah.
So there wasn't
water.
Or water.
Like the natural world, the actual natural world was not something they could handle being around.
Yeah.
Weirdos. They might also have been the aliens from Signs.
Mm-hmm. Or the aliens from War of the World. What are they killed by? The common cold. Never mind.
Yep.
Disease.
But yeah, no, I mean, to me, it was like it's one of those movies where it's definitely like, where you're like, where did this come from? Like, why isn't this talked about more?
Yeah.
And it probably is talked about in
different circles,
certain circles and stuff, but like,
I would think I would have been in those circles.
Yeah, same.
This movie is perfect for me. I love this movie. This is like exactly what I like. It's like classic old time sci-fi.
Yep.
Like a Twilight Zone episode extended into a full length movie. It's just really good, like kind of heady, a little artsy sci-fi.
Yeah.
And just a dash of weird.
And it looks like a Jean-Pierre Jeunet, which is the director, movie.
I feel like
it looks like Delicatessen.
Yes. Yeah, it really
or
does.
The City of Lost Children.
Yeah, except for instead of a lot of browns, it's more greens and blacks.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we need to say that if this, because the concept I think can be pulled off in like a sci-fi original movie, but for it to be as good as it is in this movie, you have to have the acting chops, and I think everyone brought their A game.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a lot of great actors too.
Yeah, I don't like the choices that Kiefer Sutherland made with his like,
so it's
his cadence.
Really,
he's kind of like, I liked it though because he's, like you said, he's a little bit like Renfield. He's a little bit slimy. And so you don't trust him. If he was acting a little too normal,
if he was acting,
you would be like, oh yeah, trust this guy.
No,
but the whole time I'm like, I don't know if you
I
want
understand
to do that.
Like but I guess I just feel like he is weird on his own.
Yeah.
And the cadence that he spoke with was just off-putting.
I think a little of it is, I think maybe what you're describing is there was a little bit of try-hardness in his performance, where like he was trying really hard to not be Kiefer Sutherland. Maybe like
it's literally just the cadence with which the way he spoke, which maybe was like him trying too hard, and but it was really early on that it starts, and it just never doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And he kind of breaks in between each word. Yeah, he has a very sort of way of talking. But it says like this. And I guess I'm being hypercritical.
You have to be hypercritical.
It feels like I know what he's going for, and I feel like, Will, you just did it for me. That read better than what he does.
Oh, okay.
He's talking frantically without talking frantically.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it-
mean, you could probably explain it as he's the only one who has to witness this all, but he's also had his mind absolutely fucked by these guys.
Well, he also had to destroy his own memories.
Yeah.
And then he was you see the scene of him doing that, he is like covered in blood and like bleeding because he was obviously tortured or something. Yeah. So I think he's supposed to be playing like sort of that. He's almost doing the mad scientist thing, like it is. But I found myself going like, oh, it's cool to see Kiefer Sutherland do something that other than
more broad.
Yeah, a little more broad, something that like actually play a character as opposed to just being Jack Bauer again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely was more of a genre like the Lost Boys.
Oh yeah. See, I only know him in his later years when he was just like whatever, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing it's the main person, John, is played by Rufus Sewell.
Yeah.
And he just really never has another starring role. So
yeah,
he's just one of those character actors that you see in a lot. Like he's in a ton of movies, but I
know.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who has to pick next.
Yes, that's true. And it's just one of those things where you don't really see him again. Alex Proyas, if anyone recognizes his name, it might be from The Crow.
Yeah.
That's his other cult classic that he did. And then he followed this up with iRobot, which is a movie that I like a lot.
Yeah.
But is nowhere near as interesting. But I did hear a funny anecdote about that. Who is the voice of the robot? In
Alan
Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk was saying that test audiences were praising him more than Will Smith's character.
Yeah,
and so they had to like remove Alan Tudyk's like name from everything.
Yeah.
Just so he wasn't more popular than Will Smith. So
listen,
cool.
If this gets out to Will Smith, he seems like the most insecure human being on the planet.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Sorry to him, because maybe he's just going through it. But man, that's like having it in your contract that your character can't lose a fight. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
A lot of people. And then his other movies that people are probably going to know are Knowing.
Yep.
And
what's Knowing again?
Knowing is the Nick Cage like apocalypse movie.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
And then one that everyone hates is Gods of Egypt.
Didn't see it. No interest.
Yeah. So he didn't really have another like dark sci-fi movie again, which is really too bad.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what happened to his career.
Because iRobot would be the closest, I guess, but it's not really it's more of an action movie, right?
Yeah, and it's a little too futuristic.
It's I mean, it's got mystery. I mean, the whole thing is based off of a mystery novel.
Yeah.
So it's got the noir aspect, but it's not nearly as dark as this one.
So if we were to give this movie a rating,
man,
on a scale of 1 to let's say 5.
Okay.
Craig, what would you give this one?
5 out of 5 accordions.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was never explained.
Well, it was everyone had their like, oh, this is my mom gave this to me.
Yeah,
it's all these false memories, and so he's like, oh, and he's like, yeah, wait, when did I get this?
Well,
it's just prove that everyone has the same.
Fell asleep holding on to an accordion at one point, and I was like, is that an accordion? What a weird. And then he's like, this is. She's like, oh, it's beautiful, this accordion you have. He's like, yes, my mother gave it to me. I'm like, your mom sounds weird.
And also, we do have to mention to people, we watched the director's cut.
Oh, yeah. Apparently there's a difference.
Know what else is different. The main thing is that the studio was, when they show this to test audiences and they're like, I don't get why that happened, or I'm confused by this. If too many people say that, the studio says, hey, we don't get this either.
Yeah.
And so you need to do something about it. So they added Kiefer Sutherland explaining plot points at the beginning of the movie in voiceover. And so we did not watch
his
that
voice
version.
of voiceover too would be no good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have worked for me.
Yeah, no, and the movie does not need it. Like there are no like I mean we've talked about the things we were confused about, but it was also like, oh, that's just fun speculation things, you know. Phil, what would you give this?
Absolutely a 5 out of 5. I have become the monster you were intended to be.
Ooh.
That was from Mr. Hand.
It was Mr. Hand. That's Riff Raff. Would you say 5? And what did you say, Craig?
I said 5.
I'm going to give this a 4.75. Remember, John, we never talk to strangers. Out of 5.
You're really not gonna do the trifecta on this one?
I'm going a little lower. I do think there were some elements of it that like I think I was mostly off put by the brain fight at the end. And I felt like it just felt like it was sort of like, and then what do they do? You know what I mean? How do we resolve this? I know we'll brain power them, and I just felt like I was like, oh, you guys were so clever, and then you kind of just were like, you know, I don't know. So like,
yeah,
I'll accept that.
That's fair.
And the other thing that I found myself feeling, I really enjoyed while I was watching it, but as I walked away, I felt the feeling of that just sort of evaporate. So like, I feel like this is one of those movies that feels like. It is cool. It is interesting, but it is not like special in a weird, like, I don't know. It doesn't sparkle when I wanted, like, I wanted it to stick with me. Like really good movies, like stick with me for a while.
Maybe you should watch it again then.
Probably. I could change
Maybe you should open your heart to the sparkle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just driving away. Like after we watched it, I was like,
maybe we should unlock your heart.
I immediately, when I was
Hearts.
like, oh, we have to sit down and record. And I went, what was our movie again? I'm like, that's not a good sign. Do you know what I mean? Like if I can't remember what the movie was, so there's some weird reason why nobody talks about it. Maybe there's some memory thing that happens.
Oh my God.
And Craig is the only one who's attuned to it. He's
memory
tuning.
thing happens with what?
What? Oh, wait, what were we talking about?
Kingdom Hearts?
I think it's your turn to pick a movie, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Too bad we don't know what we were watching before.
Yeah, it's weird because my heart has this like list where I almost picked Jennifer Connelly and went with The Rocketeer because that movie's a 10 out of 10. But then I was like, you know what? For some reason, I feel negative towards Kiefer Sutherland, and I'd like to explore that some more.
Okay.
So we're going to watch Flatliners.
Ooh, I have no idea what that is.
It's an early 90s.
I had a list of like 10 movies, and I was looking through it this whole like last week. I was like, okay, what am I picking? What am I picking? What am I picking? And I was like, I was struggling because I was like, I want to watch The Rocketeer because I love that movie, and 2025 punching Nazis is like the theme of the year.
Let's do that.
But none of them were like grabbing me.
Yeah.
And then I saw the plot of Flatliners, and I was like, oh, now hold up.
Yeah.
What is the plot of Flatliners?
God, what is it?
They discover that you can like see the afterlife or something, or like proof of an afterlife. So they like,
oh God, it's Joel Schumacher. I forgot he's the director.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which means you can do Lost Boys, Will.
Well, okay. Also, here's the fun part. Kevin Bacon is in this, so you could do literally anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Tremors.
Oh my God, I love Tremors so much.
Okay, I have an idea.
Is it going to be Tremors 5?
It's going to be just Tremors. I don't know why I said I have an idea. It was the idea.
It's just Tremors.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Billy Baldwin.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
Thank you for liking and subscribing to the podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. If you want to explain your radical theory about if we have existed for more than a couple days or not.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the sun lately?
Oh my God, I don't see it right now. Have I ever seen the sun? Do I even know what it looks like? Wait. No, yes, I do. I do know what it looks like. This episode was brought to you by Janet Chodas, who happens to be my mom. Yay, my mom.
Yay.
If you want to hear your name shouted outed and want to help support us, consider becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/mumbleandshrug.
If you like what you heard, consider leaving a review on any of our platforms. Send us a tweet.
We're not on that anymore.
Retalk us. Retick us.
Yeah. We're sort of on that.
Our For You page. Do our reels.
Mostly on Instagram and Facebook.
Send us a like button.
Sure.
Poke us.
Poke us
on Facebook.
Remember poking people? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
Veronica accidentally poked me the other day. So now we're just poking each other.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
I heard that's how Benji was born. Anyways.
Hey-o.
That's all for this episode. I'm Phil Kessel.
I'm Will Chodas.
And I'm Craig Norland.
Seriously, go watch this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's so good. It's so cool.
Hopefully you had watched this movie.
Yeah.
Because we just spoiled it, which wouldn't be as fun.
Well, no, just implant the memories that you hadn't watched this movie and then rewatch the movie.
Yeah, see.
Just stick a syringe in your forehead.
That's how that works.
Yeah. And put goop into your brain.
I mean, it's already full of goop.
Yours is.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Brought to you by Mumble and Shrug Productions.